Hey guys, today we're going to be taking our factory kick panels for the Chevelle and replacing them with a set of kick panel with the speakers in it from Restosounds.
Oh my God.
Here's this panel next to the factory one, and they're about the same thickness. However, this was the only panel I had when I had my car, so I need new panels anyway, and I figured why not give me an option to add another speaker. So the big thing that I was worried about when I was looking at these was, how does it fit? Where does the speaker land? And will it fit with the e-brake? So we're going to dive into all those questions today. Pretty good. It just, slides right in. Takes care of this little trim piece here that I didn't have the panels. And the e-brake, when it's all the way in the up position, looks like it would be just to the edge here. And you can see that just the edge of where a speaker grill would be. So if you're thinking about a speaker grill, I just happen to have one installed over there. Sticks out a little bit. That should clear. And that's in the full upright position, so it's already back technically behind the speaker. So when you retract that, it will go, that way and not be hitting the speaker. But your foot might not be able to get all the way on that pad. So, we can see how that fits when I get it in there with my foot. But I'm probably going to end up taking this top bolt out right here and making a little piece of metal to just kind of move that over a little bit. Give me that clearance for my big old feet on the e-brake pedal. But that's one issue. Easily correctable. Won't deter you from buying these, I would say. Obviously, you can see on the other side it fits a 6.5. I'm sure a 5 1/4 would fit in here as well. In fact, you measure that. Diameter of the hole, right about 4 7/8. Can't see there. 4 7/8 or so. Might be 15/16. Then what everybody wants to know is, what's the depth? Well, obviously right here it goes inside of that little pocket there, but from the wall, if you will, I'm right at about 1.5 inches. Right about 1.25 inches. I also have some foam on here. That's another 1/4 inch. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and mark where this is at. Why am I doing this? Hang on, I'll show you. I'm going to mark that hole. We're going to pop this out. See exactly where this thing lines up. You guys might not care about all this, but I was kind of worried about how things were going to line up. Well, this is that bottom little vent opening. There's that crossmember brace that goes here. And there's another little hole right about there, which I have covered with the foam. But you can notch this off, and I'd probably get another, whatever thickness of the foam is, or you can cut this crossmember out without affecting too much of the structure. There's still little beefy metal here and here, and that would stick that further down in there. Also a nice little pocket here for your crossover. Get to in a minute. But that's your measurements. Now we'll get these installed. Fucking Alexa's over here telling me to do stuff. Shut up, bitch! Anyway, we're going to add this woofer down here. Comes all nice and wrapped in things. I'm going to put my terminals facing up so my connectors don't get crimped down here in the bottom. And I'm going to center these two holes, bottom mounting holes. They look somewhat symmetrical there to show where these are going to go. The speaker. I have my holes located, and they give you some, what are these called? Speed nuts, sheet metal nuts or whatever. But you don't want to just put screw into the plastic because it's never going to grab. If I were to put these on here, see the hole over here for the nut, and my hole's over there. So I'm going to give this some more room so that I can get that in there. Drum sander guy. This is very technical. Just take some material off so that speed clip fits in there right where I want it to. There you can see it lines up. Do that a few more times. So now these four are going to screw down in there. You might ask yourself, well, if there's a metal thickness worth of metal sitting there, then how's the speaker going to seal? Well, they thought of that too. Gave you some peel and stick shit. Now that's on there. Orient this. I want to put my feet through these. You can run them without the grills. I've done it before. They make aftermarket grill wires. I like to take one end, stick it in the vise, the other end, put it in my drill. Make me these nice little bundles. I don't know why, just something I did when I was doing car stereo back in the day. And just in case your heat shrink is just a little bit too big for your wires, you can just burn the shit out of your fingers and squish it, and the glue inside will help make it a weatherproof seal. Oh, damn, but that hurts. Anyways, they sell the right connectors for doing speakers like this, where one's a larger spade, one's a smaller spade. I don't have those. So what I do, and what I do for all speaker connections, is I have a crimper here. If you see, it's got the edge for that small hole right there. I'm just going to line that up with this piece. Focus. So that the little sticker downer job right there, that's going to do, go out of focus on you. That's going to do when you give it a little, it's going to close those gaps there. And stay in focus. It's going to close those gaps there and make this one actually slide on. And when you're using just half of it, you need that extra tension. Makes it kind of a bitch to first get it on there, but you know that it's not going to come off when it's already installed and screwed in place. And all right, crossover's hooked up. Tuck this in that little hole. Slide this back here. As I'm sliding, I'm also going to tuck my wires in there. They're out of the way. Right there. That's because this speaker comes out just a little bit. So I'm going to have to do something there. Right here, it goes up to the dash. You can see I can move that over. That locates it left and right and keeps it, you know, from pulling down when you're putting your weight on it. So if I move this over that much, then I'm able to clear and get my foot on there. So what is that? That's going to be 3 whole finger widths. That far. Let's make a bracket. Found me this bracket. It's an exhaust hanger. Already got holes in it. About 1/8 inch thick. Fits my 3-finger spacing. I was just going to get a piece and drill 2 holes in it, but that might actually work out great. So I'm going to cut that off here around these edges. This will go through to the factory bracket, and then I'll get me the nut and bolt. I'll go through that one. There you go. Let's go put that in. Now that that's installed, you can see I got enough space off of here. Fit almost a whole finger in there. And your foot isn't going to touch anything. Pedals are still nice and solid. I may double that up because I do see some deflection in here. Not bad for just a few minutes of work. I can tweak on that in a minute. That's the basic concept. Just space this over a little bit. Now it is a little tight down here on the dimmer switch, but that'll be fine once that sucks in a little bit. Probably use this screw hole they got back there and suck that in. Anyway, all in all, that's easy install. It'll look fairly good. Well, that's it for today. We got the kick panel speakers installed, and appreciate you guys watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and see you next time.